We shouldn't blame fishermen. When fish stocks are in decline, the finger of blame points at the fishermen hauling the nets. An easy scapegoat. But placing the blame for overfishing at the fishermen's feet is a distraction. The fishermen don't write regulations or policy, they don't finalise the quota amounts or control enforcement of the rules. But they do get the blame. Quotas are negotiated between regulatory bodies and governments and are often set above the levels recommended by scientists. This happens behind closed doors, in places like London and Brussels. It's not out on the quayside or aboard a fishing boat. When the quotas are set too high time and time again, it's not the individual fisherman's fault. They catch what they are told to. Well, they lobby, I hear some say. Yes, the ones with very deep pockets do. Large, multi-vessel fishing businesses, likely owners and operators of industrial trawls, vessels operated by very few fishermen, but large enough to have their own forklift on board, and take thousands of tons of fish at a time. They have the resources to lobby. But they don't actually represent the majority. The over 24-metre vessels make up the highest capacity and fish landings total within the UK, despite being the smallest in vessel numbers. Of the roughly 5,000 registered commercial fishing vessels in the UK, only 21% of them are over 10 metre in length. Fishermen have been ringing the alarm for decades. We point the finger at people whose ocean knowledge is routinely ignored. Time and time again, I've heard fishermen argue for better and more marine protection. They call for better management, better enforcement, better science. They warn they're seeing changes. They know the ocean like it's a family member. We should listen. Some fishermen declare they've been saying the same things for the last 30 years, but nothing ever changes. Yet we still point the finger at them. When the blame lands on individual fishermen, they face public hostility and pressure that should be aimed at policymakers and corporate giants. It distracts from the truth and doesn't drive change. We're seeing the cost of ignoring fishermen and science, but it's the non-industrial sized vessels that are paying for it. When governments delay action on collapsing fish stocks, the reckoning can arrive overnight. A zero-catch order that stops boats cold and leaves fishermen and their families with nothing. Recent examples are the North Sea cod stock and the sudden Pollack closure that hit Cornwall hard. These measures, whilst ecologically necessary, have come with no transition plan for the fleet, and that could spell the end for the under 15-metre lower impact vessels. Fishermen aren't the villain. The people and organisations ignoring their pleas and the data are the villains. A smarter path forward would be to follow the science and act early, not just as mitigation. When hard decisions have to be made, transitional support, compensation, training, access to gear tech, etc., must be provided to ensure we prevent economic collapse in coastal communities. And we need to utilise science as well as the fishermen, who carry generational knowledge, most of which has never been written down. This allows for well-rounded, collaborative and proactive management. Will it ever happen? We'll see.